do see the players hopping onto their side, so let's get ready to start for the Boomer Boys Cup. Boomerbird and Bison against Sager, Chad, and Son of Nell over on the Sky High Flyers. We've got Sager off to a close start fighting against Boomerbird, but it isn't going to happen. The kickoff fast, dynamic, and most certainly an opening goal for the Boomer Boys, as it will be Boomerbird just sending it straight over both defenders, straight into the top crossbar. And we will see Son of Nil going for the kickoff. Boomerbird going to be going against him. Sager not quite able to get there in front of the ball. It's going to be Chad to have to aggress it. It's going to go back over in front of the net. Nell to fight up against Cup. Now going up for a shot down to Sager. Cleared back over to Nell, and now Chad starting to try to play this off with his teammate. It's a little bit of confusion leading up to Boomerbird going for a shot. Lobbed over high. Could be on net, actually on target for the top right, but it is going to be boomed downfield by Nell, and so Boomerbird's waiting wheels. Sager getting it back over into the corner, hit back into mid by Bison. Boomerbird getting it straight back over, but Nell trying to get it away, and he does. Bison not able to keep it out of his grasp, and now Chad Chaddington coming straight in, the TTV plugged, and the goal secured as Nell getting this ball straight over in front of the goal. It's going to be a crisp little shot directly into that top crossbar as Chad takes the equalizer for Sky High Flyers. With 4 minutes 15, it is still anyone's game, and Cup winning the kickoff over into the corner, rewarded for some boost for his efforts as well. Nell and Sager not able to get any connection onto this ball, so now Boomerbird getting it over, and it's just going to be too easy for him. Boomerbird sees the equalizer and raises a lead as he secures up the third goal in the first 55, sorry, I say, as we're about to go into the second minute of gameplay. The kickoff going to be going actually the way of the Sky High Flyers. Sager trying to follow it up immediately, getting it into the corner. Cup to hit it back towards mid. At Chad trying to force a 50, but Cup going to win that too. Almost gets a third hit to hit it over Nell, but Nell forced up against Boomerbird. Bison going up against Chad, and now the ball just bouncing over into the midfield. Boomerbird going to have an opening up for a shot. Decides to corner it, hitting it back over towards mid. Chad to tap this over one. Cup going to fall back as Bison hits it downfield. Bison chasing this around in the corner, gets the boost, and now going to fall back as Boomerbird reads the clear there from Sky High. Going to be getting this over to Chad, who's just going to kill it back into the corner, bumping it off his teammate. Cup gets a setup set, but it doesn't get... Oh, no! Oh, I stumble over my words as we see Son of Nell take advantage of a shot. Isn't quite able to get it out in front of the goal because Bison there to clear it away. Cup in the background just trying to get this ball into the orange end. Bison isn't quite able to get there. Boomerbird expected a touch. Now Cup has to play this himself. Gets it back over to Sager. Chad able to take advantage of the low boost there on the Blue Boys as they get this ball back in front of their own goal. It's tapped off the top. Bison trying to follow it up. Nell to clear it away. It's back in this corner where it's going to be a demo from Nell onto Boomerbird. The defense is weak here. Oh, but Cup reads out the touch from Sager, getting it over in front of the goal. Boomerbird just killing it in front of that blue net. Now Bison has to clear it away. Cup trying to get this ball out of the end, but Sager to hit it back yet again, and the shots just keep coming out here from Sky High Flyers, mind you, but they just can't get this ball into the net. Sager does manage to go up against Cup and get this down towards mid. Chad with another potential shot, dribbles it towards the net. The double touch is on, but Bison, a beautiful read to deny the shot, and Cup going to kill against Sager's attack, as now this ball floundering over into mid. Bison not able to clear it away, but Chad not able to touch it. Snell trying just to keep this ball in the blue end, not quite able to do it. Cup gonna be able to get this out. Sager has to turn, low boost on Cup, but a nice wave dash wins it out, and now with full boost he gets to go up here and fight against Nell. Boomerbird, Bison both up, and the backboard from the defender is not going to be enough, as it will be a second goal lead here for the Boomer Boys. You can see there Sager getting in front of it, just trying to deny whatever he can. but it won't be enough. And now with under 2 minutes to go, it's the Boomer Boys leading by 2, 3-1, as Chad gets it over into the blue end. Nell is able to get there and force a 50. Sager does follow it up, but Boomer Bird does not clear it away, and now Bison trying just to hit this down into the orange end, does get it into a 50 against Nell. Cup not able to capitalize onto the open net, and Boomer Bird going to be forced back into his own end as Chad trying to get this ball in front of the net, does get it over there, and Bison to kill it. Sager trying to keep this attack alive, and now Boomer Bird hitting it over into the corner. A miss from Nell is going to force Chad back into the action, and now going up the field, can't quite get it on net. Boomer Bird downfield, but it is going to be Nell to keep it in the blue end for now. A minute 15, only 70 seconds left for the Sky High Flyers to get 2 goals to get us into overtime, and the Boomer Boys just need to kill it right now. A kill in front of the net is going to open up Chad potentially to center it mid. He does get the kill. Boomer Bird not able to get a connection, and now it's a potential shot, and Chad Chaddington pulls out his second goal of the game, and it is a 1-goal difference now. A second goal is all they needed to give themselves a fighting chance at overtime, and they have secured it. Chad flexing a little bit as well with the alpha topper, alpha antenna, just spouting the gold as he continues to hit shot after shot on net, but the double demo is going to shut down this offense. Sager having to play a little bit more defensively. Chad going to be able to get a little bit of a touch off the spawn, and now it's going to be over into mid. Cup taking some aggression. Nell reads it. He's up the wall with the ball. Is going to be trying to get this mid for his teammate. Does know that there's one defender, but the fake out from Bison catches him off guard. Cup gets it back up into the corner. It's going over to Boomer Bird, but it's going to continue up with Cup. Sager, 0 boost, kills it on the wall. It's going to be Nell getting it back over into the corner, out into mid. Chad killing it again, back into this corner, and all 3 players for Sky High Flyers are in this end. It's a triple commit. Nell reading this, Sager reading this, able to get back and recover before anything bad happens, but 11 seconds. They need to force a goal here, Sky High Flyers. Nell coming up. It's a lob over towards the net. It's not on. Boomer Bird hits it towards the corner. Now going to hit it back over towards Sager, who can't quite get in front of it. Chad to bump it up into the air. The last hope here for Sky High Flyers. They need to keep it up. Sager can't do it, and the Boomer Boys take the first one. And what a back and forth game that was, and you thought that Boomer Boys was gonna have it all the way up until that last minute, and then you truly didn't know, but they did some phenomenal work to keep it out of their end and keep it in play and deny the Sky High Flyers the first game. I don't really know why we're glitching out on that first point, but let's try to reload it and hope that it works. There we go. I don't know why it was glitching out. Well, let's jump in here and see how the second kickoff of the first kickoff of game 2 is gonna go. Bison up against Sager. It's a kill over into the orange side. Boomer Bird's already setting up for it, and now to kill it mid. Chad following it up fast. Pass over to Nell. It is blocked by Cup, and now Bison not willing to boom this back into his own end. A double boom is going to open up the defense, and it's just too easy for Bison. And the double demo from the Boomer Boys, getting those booms, truly living up to the name, just to get themselves this first goal, and just like that, they are off to the races. An early lead. Sky High Flyers, they woke up there in the middle of last game. Can they get the ball on net? Nell and Sager in the back line having to deal with Cup's aggression. Chad trying to come back and get something out of it. Sager actually ends up with a very nice little aerial to get over and get a touch off the ball. Up onto the wall now. Cup reads it in the corner. Chad not able to get quite out in front of it. Nell, the last man back, does have to kill it. Gets it over towards Sager, who ends up just killing it towards the corner. Boost denied, though, and now Bison right away trying to get this back on target. Boomer Bird denying the clear away, and now Chad finally getting this into the blue end. Chad has been the man with the plan here for the Sky High Flyers, absolutely decimating in goals last game with their only 2 of the match, and now he is looking to put it back on net, but Chad lobbing it downfield opens up a pass for Nell. He can't quite connect on the double touch. Sager not getting it on either, a little bit off to the left, and Chad just keeping this ball in the end. Cup trying to get off the wall, doesn't quite read it, but it's not read by either team. It's still floating. Now Sager with a little bit to play for, doesn't get the second touch off the wall, and that's going to be leaving it for the blue ends to regain possession. Now, we are jumping up with Bison. He's going to hit it off the wall, getting it in front of the net, and a nice read off of Chad's clear, but Sager already following it up. It's going to be Boomer Bird with the immediate play. He is going to be touching it, but it does end up pinching over for Chad to go up for a shot. Nell not able to get it on net. It's over to the left. Chad does a nice job to try to center it up. It just doesn't end up working out for them. Nell touching it back over mid. Boomer Bird leaving it for Bison, who does lob a nice crisp shot over, and Bison saying, you know what? I quite liked having a 2-goal lead. Let's get it again this time. And before the 3-minute mark, before the 2-minute mark even, we are seeing a 2-goal lead for the Boomer Boys. Chad gonna be up to bat for the kickoff. Bison up against him. It's gonna be a kill, and now Nell able to follow it through, and a close follow through does allow it to go to the blue end, but Cup so aggressive, already placing a shot on towards the net, and Chad following this up, passes it over to Sager, who does get a shot towards net. Boomer Bird with a clear, but it is a double commit from Bison, and now Chad passing it back over to Nell, not gonna be able to get it on net. Chad lobbing it back over to Sager this time, and Sager getting himself the first goal of the series as we get a 1-goal deficit for the Sky High Flyers. They're biting back, and with 2 minutes 48, definitely a lot more time to play with to try to get at overtime here. Bison gonna be up to bat for the Sky against Sager from the Sky High Flyers. We've got Cup chasing him up the wall. It is going to be one out by Chad, though, on the boost. Gets a touch over towards mid. Bison reads it, killed it back towards the corner, and now Boomer Bird to try to work it up midfield. Sager reading this on the wall, does start getting it out over, but Chad is able to predict it, does manage to force a 50, and Son of Nell now booming it down the field. The Boomer Boys going to have to prevent one of their own, and they're not able to. Son of Nell with a beautiful boomer downfield and a beautiful aerial follow through is able to secure the second goal and the equalizer for the Sky High Flyers just after halftime. 2 minutes 24 left on the clock, and for the first time in a while, the Boomer Boys going to be at an equal scoreline. Looking to get another goal on board. A fast one from Nell denied by Boomer Bird. It's going to be hit over back to Chad, but Bison not able to read it, and Sager's going to be able to steal one back in front of the goal. Bison reading it off this touch, but a nice follow through from Nell to kill it. Cup, though, reading the follow through, and now Sager trying just to get this back to his teammate. Chad gets a lob out, but Boomer Bird already on this, trying to face it up the wall, and a nice lobber down towards the goal. It's going to be centering for him, and Sager can't clear it away. Boomer Bird from all the way downfield hits a boomer of his own, and that will be a 3-2 lead yet again. Sager tries to save it and ends up just hitting it back into the net. It's a close one there, but not going to come through for the Sky High Flyers. They are once again at a deficit, and another goal is needed. Can they do it? We've seen so many potential shots, and Sager trying to get it fast, not able to do it. Cup denies. It's going to be Son of Nell and Chad here trying to force this up, and it's going to be pinched back into their own end. Sager has to play the smart. He does manage to win that, doesn't let the person in his end phase him, and now Cup trying to replay this. 0 boost. Bison trying to fight out against this, get it over towards mid, and Boomer Bird hitting it back over towards mid himself. Going to pass it over to Chad, who lobs it back, not on net, not able to get the double touch either. Bison just to kill it back over towards mid, and now Cup trying just to fight this up the field. 1:17 on the clock, 75 seconds, and the time is ticking. Sky High Flyers need one more to secure overtime, and at this point, Boomer Boys need one to secure their second game. Oh, and it's going to center in front of the net. Bison able to clear that out before anybody from the Sky High Flyers can follow through. Nell forcing a 50 here, does manage to get it back, but Cup retains possession. Chad finally changing that as he gets it back over into the corner where Sager plays it. Does manage to hit it towards mid. Nell with a shot, and it's going to be the equalizer. 47 seconds to go, and Nell sinks one straight into the net to secure a 3-3 scoreline and keep Sky High Flyers in it. Beautiful work there from him, and now 47 seconds. Any goal here could be game deciding. Sky High Flyers looking to bite back and get back 1-1 in the series, while Boomer Boys looking to get within spitting distance of victory. Nell hitting it back over into the orange side. 40 seconds left, plenty of time to play with. Nell not quite able to read it off the wall. It's going to end up being Boomer Bird's ball, and Chad tapping it back out towards mid. Sager there to get there in time. Bison hitting it back out towards himself, and Nell falling for the fake. Chad not able to force this away, and now Sager has to make a close save. He does, but Cup already following through, bouncing this back over in front of the net. Cup not able to beat out Nell, and now Boomer Bird to hit it back towards mid. It's going to be Chad trying to get this over to his teammate. Sager does take it. 10 seconds left, so at this point, either team looking like they'd be fine with a tie. Or not a tie, sorry, an overtime. As we will be seeing Chad trying to keep the offensive chances alive. And Sager, what a shot from him in the midfield to absolutely seal a buzzer beater goal and get Sky High Flyers the win to tie the series up 1-1. And a great job there from him. A beautiful pass right as the clock hits 0, and he's mid to catch it. The Boomer Boys gonna be a little bit upset about that one, looking to bite back immediately. They were in control for so much of the game, but it just got away in the last moments. So the Boomer Boys have it tied up. They are having their flawless win streak threatened as Sky High Flyers even the playing field. Boomer Bird up against Sager. Son of Nell is following alongside Cup. Bison actually going to get a shot over towards net, and Chad can't save it. Bison, right away, you can tell he's angry. He wants this win, and he knows he deserves it, so he's just following this ball immediately off the kickoff and just sends it where nobody can touch it. Beautiful shot from him to get an early lead with 4 minutes 55 to go. The kickoff, it's Chad against Cup. Cup to win it out, back over to Bison. Son of Nell forcing a 50, and now Sager following through. Gets it over towards the goal, but an easy save from Boomer Bird allows Cup to play back as Chad centers it in front of him. Nell is able to follow up as Chad grabs a demo onto Bison, but Cup, seeing the open net, just lobs it in and touches it a little bit on the way in just to make sure it's on target. Cup, a beautiful little read there just to see the last man opening up the goal. And it is as you see, Boomer Boys taking yet again another 2-goal lead right at the start. But if anything has been proven from this series, it's that Sky High Flyers do not like to leave a 2-goal lead standing for long. Boomer Bird gonna hit it over back into the orange half. Nell trying to follow this through, but Cup is too smart. He reads that, gets it back over, but Chad to deny it. Shoots it back over into mid. Boomer Bird trying to set it up, and Sager just a slow deny over back into the corner. Cup hitting it back down to Chad, but Chad gonna pass it straight back to him. It's over his head now. Sager forced to clear, and Cup is just not letting them clear it out of this corner. Hits it over mid to Boomer Bird, isn't quite able to get it on net. Sager forced to try to save it, and Bison comes through in the last second. Notices that that Sager's save is going to force him out of position, and he knows that he can't prevent this. So it's an easy sink in from Bison to get a 3-goal lead, and for the Sky High Flyers, things aren't looking bleak, but they are definitely playing from behind. And we just need to take a moment to recognize that Son of Nell 1 is rocking the T-white hamster wheels. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Every man's dream. Nell, though, booming it downfield off a beautiful save. Chad trying to follow it through, knows the Cup's in goal, isn't able to get it on target. Now Bison passing it back up to Cup himself, is going to pass it over to Sager. Sager in the corner, gets it past Boomer Bird, but Boomer Bird doesn't give that up. He stays on it, gets a demo for his trouble, gets a bump, and a double bump on both defenders is not going to be enough. Cup trying to keep this ball in front of the net. Chad trying to clear it away, Sager trying to clear it away, and everybody just a little bit confused here from the Sky High Flyers. They're unsure what's happening, but what they do know is the offense is back in their direction, and Chad gonna center it straight up for Son of Nell, and those hamsters are flying as he speeds towards the first goal for the Sky High Flyers. Nice little pass there from Chad. Thought he was trying to shoot it. He might have been, but the pass works too, and Son of Nell gets the first goal as the lead shrinks to 2. Cup and Chad gonna be killing this over, but Boomer Bird so fast already on this. Sager trying to follow it through, Nell to kill it back over, but Boomer Bird retakes control. It's bouncing towards goal, so Bison forced to kill it over towards the wall, but Chad recentering it immediately, hits it back out over towards mid. Sager to follow through, maybe a little bit of a fake, but Cup doesn't fall for it, and now Sager hitting it back over, trying to get in front of the goal, and Chad time to clear it away, hits it down, Sager to fight it, doesn't quite get in front of it, and Boomer Bird booming it back into the orange end. 2 minutes 50, Boomer Bird just letting this ball bounce mid, Chad to kill it towards the corner, and Cup just bouncing it over. Chad tapping it over towards Bison, and now Boomerbird killing this back over to Son of Nell. It's just dying here in front of the orange goal, and Sager having to just slow down to deny a shot, but Cup won't let him. Sinks the shot in straight over him and gets the 3-goal lead back. And a nice little play from Cup, hitting it in straight over 2 defenders, and just those are saves you just need to have, and unfortunately for the Sky High Flyers, they aren't there. Bison and Sager up again. It's going to be Boomerbird killing it against Sager, and now Boomerbird bumping one. Bison with the ball in front of the net. Sager forced to save it, and he does. Boomerbird trying to fight him, but Sager so far down the blue end field already. Chad trying to get this ball on net, is going to kill it, but Boomerbird's already there to clear it away. Sager following through, Nell's with him, but Cup already killing it back towards him, forcing a save to happen. Cup going to get bumped, but still hits a shot, and now off the backboard, it's going to center directly in front of the goal. A beautiful save from Sager to deny it. 2 minutes left, and Chad carrying it up the field. 3 goals to go in order to secure overtime, and the orange side is trying to pressure this ball. A demo, though, onto Chad. Going to kill this offense a bit. Bison catching a pass, going to lob it over, not on net, but it's going to bounce in front, and Chad trying to get himself aligned. Sager waiting in the goal, and Cup with a potential shot isn't going to hit it. Chad now, the net opened for him, but Boomerbird isn't able to get it away, and Chad, his first goal of the game. We know he was so influential in getting them back into it in the first game and the second, and now he is going to give them a chance to breathe, as they have a potential. They can make it happen. It's only 2 more goals and 100 seconds. It's going to be Chad, Cup. Cup getting demoed off the kickoff is going to open up Sager, but he isn't able to get any touch other than a slow over towards the corner, but Boomerbird reading the clear. It's going to be a 3-goal game yet again, and they say 100 seconds. We'll take that too, and they go up and get their 3-goal lead back at 5-2. A minute 29 to go, and the Sky High Flyers under 90 now. And they have to do 3 more goals just to get overtime. Boomer Boys looking to get within spitting distance of the game. They let the last one slip away, and they are not looking to repeat mistakes. Bison clearing one. Sager going to kill it back over towards Cup. It's going to get bumped down to Boomerbird, but now Son of Nell following through. Cup getting the ball past one. It's going to be Son of Nell getting the ball in front of the net. But Boomerbird, a nice little touch to deny any sort of shenanigans. Sager killing the ball mid yet again. Son of Nell does manage to get it up off the top crossbar. Chad maybe a little bit too premature on his jump, and Cup to bicycle kick it away. It's over in front of the net. It gets sunk in by Chad Chaddington, and the link the lead shrinks down to 2. It is 52 seconds, but these boys have been hammering shot after shot into this blue net, and they are trying to fight their way back. 50 seconds. They need another goal. Boomerbird not going to let them have it. It goes over in front of the net. Cup with a save he's forced to make. Sager to kill it. Bison following through. Son of Nell isn't able to read it, and now Chad forced to make a save. It's over, up off the wall, back over to Sager. Isn't able to clear it away. Cup, 40 seconds, not trying to let them keep it in the blue end very long. Boomerbird gets over, isn't able to get in front of it as Bison gets it lobbed over mid. Sager can't follow through. It's going to get touched over to the orange net. Chad having to kill it into the corner, and now Boomerbird following through. Killing it up off the wall, 20 seconds as Son of Nell taps it over him. They need to boom this. They need to secure a goal here if they have any chance of opening up overtime. It's centered, but Sager, no angle at the goal. It's going to be boomed back over by Boomerbird. Son of Nell knows he has to hit the shot, gets the shot he can, but it's an easy clear for Bison and Boomerbird to deny it, and the comeback is not real. Sky High Flyers not able to rip it back, and that will be the 2nd point on the board for Boomer Boys, now within 1 game of taking their 3rd win in IGL. Sky High Flyers, that 1-1 scoreline, looking like they could go down 1-2, but the Boomer Boys, they showed some weakness in the last map. They allowed some shots to come through on this map, but it isn't looking like they are out of the fight, Sky High Flyers. There is still a chance for anybody to come back. And as we jump into spectating Game 4, it's a fight for Game 5. Sky High Flyers with survival on the line. Boomer Boys looking to win it all. The hamsters running around in Son of Nell's wheels, ready to go as Chad and Cup go out for the kickoff. Sager an immediate try at following through, but Nell forced to make a save back into the corner. 30 boost, but it's going to be Bison pressuring him so fast. Cup forcing Chad into a 50, and now Sager to kill it back towards Chad, who does lob it over towards the goal. It's a save that Bison has to make. He does make it pretty easily, but Cup having to clear this out from a second hit from Son of Nell. 4 minutes 40. We've already exhausted 20 seconds as Chad looking to seal up a first goal denied by Cup. Boomerberg grabbing Sager, effectively shutting down this offense, and now Sager, the last man back as his teammates try to spawn. Bison is able to get up. Ooh, Cup gonna be denying it towards mid, but a 50 isn't gonna go anyone's way as both whiff, and now Cup killing it towards the wall. Boomerbird trying to get this over past Sager, who is now going to be trying to fight it off against Boomerbird. It's a back and forth affair. Chad lobbing a ball over. It's just off the top crossbar. A bump as he falls away. But Boomerbird, Cup, everybody trying to get in front of the ball, and it's saved away. 4 minutes. We've exhausted one. 0-0 is the scoreline. Cup trying to get the ball out of their own end. And it's a touch in from Sager. Bison, it has to get back and clear it away. And what a time to do it. Gets back at the last possible second. Lobs one into his own. Son of Nell forced to make a save back over, has to try to kill it there against Boomerbird, isn't able to do it. Chad keeping it in the blue end. Bison tapping it back over in front of Nell, who is just going to kill this. 0 boost, 12 boost, does get a touch onto it, managing to slow it down towards mid, but Cup lobbing it back towards their own goal. Bison not going to be able to hit any follow through, and Chad can't save it. Just like that. Cup, an unorthodox way to get a goal, but he does do it. Just a soft little lob, and nobody can touch that for the Sky High Flyers. Bison isn't able to get any connection onto it, but no connection needed, and the first goal will go the way of the Boomer Boys. Sky High Flyers down by 1. They're no strangers to it at this point, but they need to try to change something. Cup trying to force a 50, and Chad gonna whiff it, forcing it out of their own end. Ooh, Bison gets a little bit nervous, doesn't really know exactly what's going on with all the orange players around him, but is able to touch it back over to Boomerbird, trying to get this out. Sager fighting him, does kill it over his head, and Cup killing it back over towards Chad, just tapping it over towards mid. Son of Nell just trying to play keep away, not let any blue players get a hold of this ball, but it is going to be Cup killing it back into his end. Bison to follow through. Bison trying to get anything out of it, and Boomerbird just keeping this ball as a threat, just keep hitting it into this net. That is the philosophy the Boomer Boys have been playing with, but they can't prevent it themselves as Nell gets a nice little pinch with his teammate, goes for it straight away, not a teammate, sorry, but catches it right off the top of an enemy to score it straight into the net, and the equalizer is on the board. Sky High Flyers are not out of this yet. It's essentially a reset game at 2 minutes 40 to go. We've got Sager pressuring up. Cup reads it, gets it down over in front of Bison, and now Bison just trying to get this ball down the field. Gets it over to Boomerbird, who is going to win out against Chad. Now Sager has to tap it out himself. It's back over to Cup, who's in a 50 against Chad, and neither player able to get anything out of it. Boomerbird off the top crossbar. Bison to follow through. Boomerbird trying to turn around and get back on net, and Cup having it all to do, taps it past 2 as a play was being made there by Sky High Flyers. It's Boomerbird with a forced save, and he does slow it just enough for Bison to get back. Now carrying it downfield, but not able to do it. And now Chad trying to fight here against Boomerbird, but it's a regained possession here for the Boomer Boys as Nell, fighting at the top of the field, is going to pass it back over to Cup, who tries to get it back into the orange end. Chad trying to prevent that, and Bison not able to jump up high enough. Boomerbird just playing back and forth, keep away with this ball. Bison hitting it back over towards the net, and Nell just killing it down towards Cup, who taps it back over mid. Bison no boost, so just has to rely on momentum, and now it's a regained ball from orange. We've got the Sky High Flyers following it up. An attempt at a flick there denied by Boomerbird, and Chad keeping this ball in offensive play. Cup does manage to force it down, but Chad a touch over to Sager, who's going to touch it back over to Nell, but Boomerbird trying to already read this isn't able to clear it, but Cup makes the mistake doesn't make the same mistake, sorry, that we saw Sky High make, as we see this ball jumping past everybody. Sager carrying it downfield. Bison going to deny it, but Boomerbird going to keep it in the orange end. Nell trying to follow through. Cup booming it back over into the orange end. 45 seconds are left. Any goal scored now could be game deciding. Chad trying to make that goal their own. Gets it back into the blue end, and Bison just hitting it back and forth. It's an attempted pass play. Chad does get it over in front of the net, not able to quite get it on, and now Cup to carry it upfield. Does get caught up on the ceiling a bit, and Bison getting a demo onto Nell weakens the defense. Chad allowing the ball to get touched mid. Cup in a 50, cleared away by Nell, and now Bison trying to follow through, turn the counter offense back into their way, and Boomerbird falling up onto the wall, lobs it over towards the net. Nell having to clear it, doesn't do it, but it's off the top crossbar. Cup hitting it back towards net, and now with 5 seconds left, Sky High Flyers trying to turn a counter offense their way, but with 2 seconds left, it looks like we could be seeing overtime. Boomerbird following the ball up. Cup touches it mid, but it is going to hit the ground, and let's see how the overtime kickoff goes. It's touched over into the blue end, and Sky High Flyers trying to immediately get themselves a game 5. It's not going to happen, though, as Bison catches the ball in mid. Son of Nell forcing a touch over back to mid, and it's going to be Cup to clear it back over onto the wall. Touches it into the corner. Chad, the last man back, does get a touch over, but Bison hitting it back over in front of the goal. Cup's already up. Nell taps it into the corner, and now Bison keeping this centering towards mid. Chad does touch it away, getting a bump for his trouble, but Cup keeping this ball centering. Sager hitting it down over towards Cup, and with low boost, he has to try to get some small pads. He does, gets it up onto the wall. Sager trying to follow it up. It's bouncing in front of the goal. Sager trying to get a follow through, isn't able to do it, but Chad's there. And it's going to be a game 5 as Chad comes through to get a 2-1 end score for the Sky High Flyers. Sager not able to get that second touch, but able to center it just perfectly for Chad to claim a crucial goal. And just like that, they're back in it. It's anyone's game now. The Boomer Boys, we saw some absolute dominance earlier, but it seems like the Flyers have woken up. Look at how many shots they have on net. They have 10 shots among the 3 of them, and the Boomer Boys just having to save shot after shot. Eventually, the second goes through. And I don't blame them for taking a few seconds just to rest after that one. The game life was on the line, and they managed to pull it out. So 2-2. Boomer Boys looking to keep their flawless season alive, while Sky High Flyers trying to make themselves positive. Both teams still with an ample shot at playoffs. Sky High Flyers will be a little bit riskier if they do go down 1-2. So a lot more on the line for them, as Chad going to get a nice kickoff over past Boomerbird. Nell already on it, and a fast kickoff goes the way of Sky High Flyers. Finally, we've seen all game those going exactly the way of the Boomer Boys, and we just haven't seen any for the Flyers, and there we go. Already off to a start, and they are looking to keep it up as we have the rest of the game in front of us. Boomerbird hitting it over into the orange end, immediately stopped by Sager, who's trying just to force this in front of the net. Does touch it mid, and Chad is already up, trying to get a shot towards net. It's off the backboard, so gets a second touch, but Cup does read it, gets down and is able to hit it mid. Bison just looking to clear this away, and now Boomerbird finally going to take it. It's going to be a forced 50, and now Nell does get a little bit of shot at control. Sager a little bit too far forced. Bison going to be allowed to get full boost. It's over Cup. He does touch it back down to Bison, who now does have a good little bit of the field to play with. Boomerbird going to be able to take that ball up off his teammate. It's going to be touched over back towards net, so Cup has to save it. He does. Gets a demo onto Chad as well, so the offense a little bit stagnant here from the Sky High Flyers, but Sager trying to keep this ball in contention. Gets a demo onto Boomerbird as well, but it's been turned back towards their goal. Cup has to go for a shot. It's a forced 50 towards mid. 4 minutes left. The Sky High Flyers still in the lead. This time it is the Boomer Boys that are playing with survival on the line, and Cup tries to follow it through, gets a touch on net, but Sager to clear. Apologies as I cough. Nell starts to carry it up off the wall. Gets it over to Boomerbird off the top crossbar. Cup following it up. Isn't able to get the touch, and now Bison trying to lob this one back in. Sager gets a touch but isn't able to deny the shot as he sends it straight off the crossbar and into the net. 3 minutes 40 left and it's going to be the Sky High Flyers losing that lead 1-1, 2-2 in the series, and this could be it. It's anyone's game at this point. Cup doesn't manage to win out the fight with his follow-through. Sager with a beautiful touch over in front of the goal. Chad not able to get there before Cup. Now Sager trying to keep this ball in front of the blue net. It's over to Sun, but not able to get past him, and Sager having to fall back. Chad follows through just to keep some sort of offense alive, and Boomerbird gets it back over to Sager, but killing that ball right isn't going to allow Boomerbird any room to breathe. It's going to be passed back over to Nell. He gets a lob towards the net, but Bison's there to clear it. It's going to be passed back over. Sager tries to get a shot. It's going to be forced into the corner, and now Boomerbird to play it up the field. 3 minutes. We're almost at halftime as Bison lobs a low shot on net, and it's going to be enough. Chad just can't get there, and a wide open net there for Bison is going to secure a lead for Boomer Boys going into the halftime mark. Sky High Flyers, they get off to a fast, explosive start, but they just can't seem to keep their lead or get themselves anything to equalize. They are trying to get this ball back towards the net, and Son of Nell, a nice offensive press, gets it over to Sager, isn't able to get the ball on net, just a boom onto Bison, and now Sager allowing the ball to get past him. It's going to be Boomerbird keeping him off of it, and now Nell having to follow this up. Cup's already ready for it, touches it back over in front of the net. It's lobbed in front, and Sager has to save. Cup forced up to make a shot. Chad has to save it away, and he does. It's back over to Nell. 2 minutes 30. We've reached halftime. We've got Boomer Boys in control, but Son of Nell trying to change that. Gets it back over to Chad. Boomerbird trying to follow it up. It's not going to be a follow through by Chad, and now on the wall with Bison. Tapping it back over off the top right crossbar. It's going to be Sager back into the corner. Chad up with Cup, taps it over towards mid. Bison to tap it back into the corner, and now Boomerbird coming through. Isn't able to get the shot on net. It's denied there from the Sky High Flyers. They're trying to get it up the field. We've got Bison hitting it back over, lobbing it in front of the net. Sager forced up to save it. Isn't able to get any connection. It's back over to Bison. Potential shot on net. It's lobbed straight into the top crossbar, and Chad taps it off to deny a third goal. Minute 50. Cup trying to keep this ball alive, but ends up expending most of his boost. Bison does manage to shut down the clearing shot, and Nell to keep this offense alive for the Flyers, and a missed pitch there from the Chad and Sager duo could have been what the Sky High Flyers needed to get back in, and now a triple commit into the blue end. They're going to rectify that quickly, but Bison is being a pain for them in their end, denying any touch at the goal. A minute 20. We're into the final 90 seconds, and Bison and Boomerbird trying to make it a 2-goal lead. An equalizer is needed for the Sky High Flyers to deny any attempt at a win, but it's going to be Bison claiming a second goal for themselves in the lead. And now at 3-1. With a minute 11 left, the Sky High Flyers need to sink 2 to get themselves back into it. 71 seconds. They hit a kickoff goal earlier. Let's see if they can do it again. Sager starts it off, getting it over onto the wall, and Cup, a little bit of a missed flip, is going to make it an open net, but not able to get it on net. Chad just kills it into the corner, lobbing it back over mid. This offense is still alive, but Cup is doing his best to get it over, and Boomerbird finishes it off. Sager killing it back over off the corner himself. Back to Nell. Cup trying to force a 50, and he's just keeping this ball in the orange end. Bison trying to just slow down the offense here from the Sky High Flyers. If they can just expend these last 40 seconds, their third game in a row, or their third match, sorry, will be secured. Sager tries to finish that one off, not able to do it. It's going to be touched back mid by Nell, but Chad has to get this off the corner to keep it alive. It's back over. Chad expects a high ball. It goes low. Sager goes up for the shot. Going to hit it back off the wall into the corner. Boomerbird to prevent it. 15 seconds. It needs to be a goal now for the Sky High Flyers. Sager takes possession, but way back into their end, and the demo from Cup should seal it. Chad with a shot on net, potentially has to follow it through. Can't quite catch the ball. It's over the net, and that will be it. The Sky High Flyers drop the game to the Boomer Boys, who keep their dreams alive. A 3-0 season to start off what could potentially be a flawless run for them in IGL, and Sky High Flyers just not able to do it, but a strong showing, able to rip away 2 from what could potentially be one of the strongest teams in this season of IGL.